Well, the reign of the Iron Lady is coming to an end. Angela Merkel of Germany has been an ally to the U.S. for nearly 16 years. An upcoming election could usher in a moderate and/or potentially far-left chancellor to replace her. For a look at that election, we turn to Trent Murphy live in Berlin. Trent, what can you tell us about the state of Germany today, the temperament of the people, and what this election will mean, not just for the German people, but also our interests here at home and around the globe?
Yeah, well, Joe, the sun has just set behind me here at the Reichstag Parliament building, and it is also setting on Angela Merkel's career. As you say, 16 long years she has held the top job here in Germany. She's worked with 4 US presidents in that time, but at 67, she has decided it is time to retire, meaning tomorrow's election is a real watershed moment for this country. A bunch of fresh names are in the running to try and replace her, and they've spent the final few hours today of the campaign crisscrossing the country, going to different rallies, really trying to shore up support from their voter bases. The 2 names that you really are going to want to watch out for as those votes start to come in: Armin Laschet, Angela Merkel's successor for the conservative CDU party, and then Olaf Scholz from the centre-left Social Democrats. They really are the 2 top favourites, only 2 or 3 points separating them at this late stage of the race. So all eyes are on both of those campaigns. But the interesting thing is that in Germany, the way the system works here is it is very unlikely that any one party will win a majority. In fact, it's pretty much impossible, meaning that the real name of the game is trying to get some of those bigger parties to talk to the smaller parties, put the building blocks together of a coalition to try and reach 50% and a majority in that Reichstag Parliament building behind me. For Olaf Scholz, the front runner from the Social Democrats, his path to victory really could include a bit of an eclectic mix of left-wing parties, including the Green Party and even a far-left Marxist Socialist Party. They are only on around 7% this election. They get a very small amount of votes, but they could be crucial in helping him get to 50%. In the past few hours of this campaign, the Conservatives here are really trying to tell Germany that a lot could be on the line if that far-left coalition is put together. As you say, this is a consequential election, not just for here, but around the world. Germany, the world's 4th largest economy. What happens here matters everywhere.
Trent, quickly, as we look at what's happening here, we just saw Germany with that pipeline in coalition with the Russian government, much to the dismay of many people here at home. What is the trajectory of Germany as far as who their allies become, and does it potentially lead to the unraveling of that strong relationship we have here at home if it does tilt to the left, or if we have the consistency that we've seen with the Conservative Party and Angela Merkel?
Look, Olaf Scholz, it has to be said, is from what I would call the moderate wing of the SPD party. He has said he wants to prioritise transatlantic relations. He wants to try and keep the European Union together and continue working really closely with Washington. But there are questions because, as I say, that smaller far-left party, well, they have some more out there policies, things like withdrawing from NATO, which would be a seismic shift in the European dynamics and politics. Now, it is a lot still needs to happen in order for that coalition to be put together, but these sorts of conversations will be happening after polling day, because inevitably the real parlour game in Berlin right now is trying to guess who may talk to who and what could be horse traded to get certain people on side. I do think that as those results start to come in tomorrow, it is going to be very close. So Angela Merkel, while she's keen to retire, she may be sitting around just a little bit longer in a caretaker position while they decide in that building behind me who is going to work with one another to get a majority.
All right. Thanks so much, Trent. We'll continue to monitor that story.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.